Today, as an oil palm consultant, I'll be doing something very, very, very unusual with myself. Today, I will not be talking about oil palm farming. I will not be encouraging you about oil palm farming. Today, I want to tell you about the beauty of cashew over oil palm, over cocoa. While many of us are focused on oil palm now, everybody is concentrating on oil palm establishment, oil palm farming, cocoa farming. We are neglecting another gem, another wonderful crop, which is cashew. And that is why I choose to talk about what stand out this crop from the oil palm. The areas which this crop beats the oil palm, the areas cashew beat oil palm, the areas cashew beat cocoa is what I'll be talking about today. And if you have been thinking or contemplating on going for cashew, I think you must watch this video to the end. Now, one thing about cashew is that cashew is a savanna crop. And being a savanna crop, it have this ruggedity more than cocoa, more than the oil palm. Do you get it? Particularly at the initial stage. Cashew is a crop that is very, very rugged, that have a vast area of agroecological zone, more than the oil palm, more than the cocoa. You can plant cashew in Kaduna, you can plant cashew in Adamawa, you can do cashew in Abuja, though it have its own best areas. When we are talking about the best areas for cashew, we're talking about Kogi State, we're talking about Kwara State and Oyo State, Ogbomoso to be precise. Those are the best areas. But cashew will do averagely well in most part, above average self, in most part of the country. Unlike cocoa and oil palm that have a smaller agroecological zone compared to cashew. So it gives you that ruggedity. Do you get it? It's performed in under harsh condition, being a savanna crop, because savanna, you cannot compare the volume of rain in the savanna is way lower than what is obtainable down south in the rainforest area, which are the main agroecological zone for oil palm and cocoa. Another wonderful thing about cashew that investors should look for is that cashew, just like the oil palm, it also have 3 years gestation period. You start harvesting in 3 years, but it has a very low initial investment when you compare it with oil palm. Do you get it? It have a very low initial investment when you compare it with oil palm. If, for example, you are spending 10 million naira for your establishment cost to establish a 10-acre of an oil palm. If you want to establish a 10-acre of cashew, you will not spend more than 5 million naira. Just like half, I'm just citing this as an example, just like half of what you spend with the same land size. So that lower initial investment is even a top rated advantage. Not to even talk of cocoa. So another thing with cashew is that it has another lower management cost when you compare it with cocoa and the oil palm. Oil palm can be troublesome, particularly in the initial years. You have to just be taking care of it. Cashew is hardy, as I've said earlier. It's very, very hardy. Do you get it? It's very hardy. And you cannot compare it with cocoa. Cocoa is a crop that when it starts fruiting like this, immediately it starts fruiting, you have to be on your feet, spraying fungicide every now and then, spraying insecticide every now and then. Cashew doesn't have all those kind of problems, except you want to spray some flowering enhancing chemicals to enhance the flowering of the tree. It's a very, very wonderful tree crop. And it's also an export valued commodity. That's one thing about it. And lastly but not the least, the most amazing part of this crop, the cashew, is that unlike the oil palm, that if you If you have an oil palm plantation and you set it up and you are not processing yourself, this is something I usually say to my people. Have been reciting this like a point for the past 5 years. If you have an oil palm farm and you are not processing it yourself, you are not doing business, you will not make money. Do you get it? You will not make your money. But cashew, if you don't process cashew, if you just want to pick cashew and sun dry and sell to exporters or whoever want to process it, you still make your money. Although it is better you do your own processing and you package it cashew nut. Do you get it? It's better that way. You make more money. Do you get it? But you will not compare it with the case of oil palm. In oil palm, if you don't process at all, if you want to be selling your bunches of fresh fruit that way without processing, you will not make money. You will end up being a poor oil palm farmer. But cashew, majority of people that are even doing cashew, 90% of them are not processing. For you to know that, okay, you will still make your money without processing. So you cannot compare cashew and oil palm on this kind of pedestal. Although oil palm have more products, but you have to go through the stress. After farming, you have to go through and become an industrialist and become a processor if you want to make money in oil palm. But the case is not to cashew. You can just pick your seed and the only bad side I see with cashew is that it's very highly prone to theft. Because even before you get to your farm in the morning, you will have seen some people, they will have picked your cashew. It's very easy to steal because you know all those fruits will drop and you have to remove the cashew uh, raw cashew nut itself. So people will have come to your farm as early as 5:30 in the morning. They will harvest for you. They will help you with that. So because I'm from Ogbomoso and I know cashew very well. So that is one of the wonderful things about everybody cannot be doing, all of us cannot be doing the same thing. If particularly if you are in the agroecological zone that cashew perform the best, why not do cashew? And even if you are doing oil palm, why not use cashew as your perimeter fence? With this, I've come to the end of today's episode, and I hope I've been able to encourage someone that is contemplating about cashew. And I hope you've been able to get some value from this video. If you actually got value from this video, why not give it a like, share with your friends, and drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you for your time and see you on the next one. Shishi.